So yesterday we did create a web API, and we tried to see that it worked with the Swagger page, and we tried it also that it worked with the Postman. Today we're going to try to connect to it from our HTML page, the last one we made with the cars. So we're going to try to connect it. We're going to use two different ways, or actually they are the same somehow. But we're going to use, first of all, jQuery, and then we're going to use this fetch API thing that you had with Ernst in React. So jQuery is like still the old way of using it. So I'm going to show you because it's possible that you will see that when you are maybe starting an internship or a job and you end up with a project that is already done and you need to make some changes to it, and they have been doing things with jQuery. So this is why we are showing you the jQuery way also. The fetch API thing, it's built into JavaScript, so it's part of JavaScript. That was not available at the time when jQuery started using that, using their way to use APIs. So when at that time jQuery was really easy to use. So when you were writing like or connecting an API before that, it was a lot of code in JavaScript to make it work. So jQuery made it easier for the users. But now with JavaScript fetch, it's also very simple to connect to a web API. So we're gonna start or go back to our project we had yesterday with this API. And I'm going to start it up so it's running in the background, because this is the server. So this is separated from the other page I'm going to do with the HTML. So this could actually be running on different servers or in different parts of the world. So this they don't need to be in the same place. So I'm going to start this up. Maybe share my screen also. It'd be easier to see. And it starts up with this Swagger page because I have it. I'm using the default template, and Swagger was part of it. So the Swagger is not something you must have. So it's just something that is part of the template. It's an easy way to check your API also that it's working. But I will let this run in the background, and I'm going to go to, let's see, this was the latest thing we had with this HTML. I'm going to do the live server to start it and see what we had here. I'm going to do it here, yes. And the last thing we were doing, we were adding some sorting, and it didn't make it so beautiful, but it's a lot of functionality actually. I'm a little bit proud of it. So we're going to use this one and try to connect this one to the server we are running now in the background. I'm going to create a new files here so we could separate the things we are doing. So why not create test number 6? Namings. It's easy to find what you're looking for afterwards. And I'm going to create a test 6 CSS. It's not maybe necessary, but try to keep them together. The CSS changes, so this is an exact copy of the other one. So I'm just going to grab the information from the test 5 CSS, it to the test 6 CSS. I will also do the same with the HTML parts. Copy everything from that and paste to this new, like that. This is just for separating it, so you can add it to the teams, so you could find it later on. So we have a lot of data now preloaded, and we only preloaded it through this. Where did it go now? Yeah, it's a lot of JavaScript code now. Yes, you see in the start of the script section, remember that you should have it separated. When you have script, try to have it in your own file. I've been doing this inside in the same file to have it in the same place, to easy to find. So we're going to do it like this. We're not going to have these cars preloaded into this array anymore, because we're going to get everything from the server, from the API. So we will just have like an empty empty array again from. So we could, yeah, I could delete it. It's not necessary to have it like this. And you will see now that if I thought it should update, no. I'm running the test 5. That's why. So this is actually the test 6 I'm running now. Maybe I have the same problem with the. You see the test number 6, it's no data inside it. I'm going to make sure we're also having the test 6 CSS. No difference in the files, but so they are accordingly to the numbering. So where to start then? We're going to start with, we could start with a function for getting data from the server. So I go back to my script part. Instead of, yeah, I could do it like this. I'm just going to add a function that is going to do our work too. To get the cars from the server. I'm going to create the function. I'm going to call it cars. And this will connect just a moment. Yeah, now I'm back on track again. So I will use the jQuery way now. We're going to do after lunch. We're going to do this fetch thing with a built into the JavaScript. And you remember jQuery was using this $sign when you start. And you're going to say that you're going to use Ajax. So this is the way to communicate with the server. And I will tell that I'm going to use a path, a URL to where the server is located. So I could actually, I'm going to do it like this. in the top of this script, I'm going to create a constant URI, and this is equals to what? Yes, this is equals to the URL that we have the web API running on. So if we have a look on maybe the Swagger page here, where the get was just to see the URL. You will see the request URL is here. So I'm going to copy that information. And I go back to my code. And I paste it here. So this is something I'm going to use for all the calls from this web page to the server. So this will be manipulated a little bit depending on what we are doing. So remember, like with this update and delete thing, you were adding like an extra information with an ID in the URL. So I'm using the name URI. It's often used together. So when you have like the base part of the URL, you see in many examples they're using the URI naming. This is not a must. It's just what I've been used to. So this could be any name. It could say web server or whatever. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to tell that the URL I want to use, this is part of the jQuery now, is actually equals to the URI information I have in the constant. And I'm going to tell what type of communication we have. And the communication type is GET. So you remember that we had this same information like you have in the Swagger and Postman information. We were using like GET here. I'm going to say that the data type is equals to JSON, because we are working with JSON data. So we get JSON from the server. And then we have something that is named success. So this is part of jQuery, the Ajax call of jQuery. So this success is something that happens when it's working okay with the answer from the server. So in this case, we could run a function. We could have like it's giving us the cars. Actually, if it's successful, we can get the cars from the server. These cars could be any naming, so it's up to you what you name it. So this is actually the call. So inside here, I need to do something with the data. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to add one more thing here. You could do more things with this jQuery Ajax call. So you could actually, if it's not successful, you could catch like an error. If it fails, it will end up here. And same thing here, you can run another function. And this is, you will see that error is returning 3 different things actually. So I could catch all these things that it's giving me. Like request, message. This is just containing different error parts. So remember, this is also, it's a part of jQuery, so it's not anything I'm making up here. So, and same thing here. do something. The error. So you could like take care of the error somehow. We're going to do that also. We can add it later on. But this is like the base thing here now. So this will do the call to the server. And if it's okay, we will end up inside a success. And if it's not successful, we will end up in this error part. So this success, I'm going to call another function inside here, because I'm going to use this function in other places. Otherwise, I could have written the code inside here also. But I'm just going to separate it a little bit. So I'm going to create a new function. Name it populate cars. That, and I'm going to pass in this cars information that I get from this jQuery call. Let's see. So I'm just going to create this populate cars below here. Oh, what happened? So I'm going to create populate cars. And we have the cars like an input, so I could just name it data, for example. Even if it's cars named here, right? I'm taking the input, and what I'm naming it, it's up to me. This is maybe a little bit like in Swedish, cake on cake thing, but just to make it more obvious. So I actually going to tell this array that I have is equals to the data. I've been done much easier. Inside here, I'm going to call load my cars. You know, this function we had before. This will still work, because this is just using the array to populate data on the screen. So up here, when I start, instead of going directly to load my cars, I will not do that. So the first time I start, I will go to the get cars. So why is that? Yeah, so because first time we start the application, we have an empty array. So we want the data right away when we start. So, or we could have a button telling us to get the data, but I'm going to try to get my cars right away. So we run this, do the Ajax thing here with the jQuery, and hopefully everything is okay, and it will tell me that with help of this information then with the populate cars. So it's setting the array to the new data I get from the server, and I do the load my cars thing. You remember that is populating the data on the screen. I mentioned also something about this error handling thing. So let's see if we can do something with that also. Yeah, I was thinking if there was some easy way to yeah, we could do it. This is the I'm going to create another function here also. Name it handle exception. And I'm just going to pass on these in tab parameters I get from the jQuery. So I'm going to create this handle exception thing. Maybe I could do it like this. I'm just adding it to the end of the code. So it will be here in the bottom part. So this could be doing something also. So this could like show a message or something like that. I was trying to see if I could get something out of this easy. I can't remember which one was holding the. I think maybe we could do like. There's something called the alert that is popping up and like a dialog box. So I think I could do it like this, and just showing the message. There's ways to start because this request parameter is actually holding a lot of information, but you need to start getting data out of it. So I was hoping that there will be an easy message part also, just showing these things. It's complaining about something here. What? Expected and do you see any obvious error here? Or is it just did I do something wrong before? Why is it showing that it's expecting something?
Shouldn't it be a set function before handling set?
Yeah. Lenny, you have the eye. It was too obvious. Yeah, thank you very much. We are back on track, no errors. So this was just, if we end up here, hopefully we get, you could do it like handling this error in some way, try to fix it, or you could log it or show it in the debug window or something like that. I just wanted to pop this up if we get something so we could see it right away on the screen. So a lot of code. So what we've done so far, we added this constant here, that is the basic URL actually to connect to the server. We are calling the getCars function, and this getCars function is using jQuery and the Ajax call. And this, we have been putting in some parameters here for what the server to connect to, or what URL to connect to, what the type is, it's a get, and what we are getting for message is a JSON. And if everything is okay, we will get the cars information here. And then we could run this populate cars with that information. And this is actually just setting the array with this data. And finally, we do the load cars thing. This load cars is something that we haven't changed at all. So this is still the same. What I want to do actually more, that you remember that we have a look on the Swagger page here. We could check the get thing here. This is actually what we are trying to accomplish now. Yeah, we just have one car in the database, and we should get an answer like this. So this is the data we will get to our web page. And you see we have this ID here. So I want to use this ID also in our project. So we're going to show the ID also. So we go back to our code and add things for the ID also. So we could start in the top where we have this showing this information. We could actually remove this. We added the sort thing here yesterday to make it easier to see what we were doing with the sorting. So I removed the sort from the input. There's no need to have it there anymore. We just want to have the brand thing like. So I'm going to add another one here called ID also. I'm going to show that also. And I will do the same here. I'm going to have this. I'm going to show the input also for the input or for the ID. We could have it hidden or something, but I'm going to so you could see it actually. So we're going to do a copy here. Copy paste is not. It's very good many times, but it's bad the times you do it wrong. Like I did with the handle exception and forgot the function. So I'm going to call this car ID. We're not going to use any default values here for that one. So just adding an text input. Maybe we could see it when we run this live server. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that was another problem. We're coming to that. So we're going to do it. So you see that we get an ID here. So we could use it also. So what else then? Yeah, we're going to do it also with the result when we are showing data. So like we have this information, I want to show the ID also here. So we're going to add it to the populate data section where it is somewhere very deep. Load my cars here. So I'm going to add like this ID here also so we can see it actually. So we're going to do it here with this result part. I'm not going to add any sort button to the ID, so I just want to have like ID, and this will and the ID, the TH. I hope this is like the correct way and not too many, something like that. So this will give us another header here also. You see it's popping up with errors all the time here with maybe this is because it's not working yet. So we're going to add this also inside here with the result, so we could see the ID here also. And we're going to check for the ID. So this, I'm just going to check this that we, yeah, because we have no connection yet to the server. So it says here undefined. Yeah, but this will sort out as soon as we start to get it working. So I just wanted to add these columns with the ID so we could see the value when we with the data we are using. So we actually it's already trying to connect to the server. So you did see that it was telling if I do a refresh here, it's just telling error here actually. So we don't get so much information here. But if we check on this F12 thing with the console, I was hoping, yeah, press OK here on the error. You will see it ends up with an error message here. Maybe I could do it a little bit more clearer, so maybe I could copy this information. Just a moment. I'm in another place here now. Yes, here's the information. So I zoomed it a little bit. So it says actually that access to this server that we have here, this URL from this page, has been blocked by course policy. So, and it says no access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource. So something is blocking us from using this. And this is the thing that is part of that. It's the course. What is course then? So if we go back to our planning here, what's new now here? Yeah. So we are here at the day 35. And by a coincidence, we have something called course here. And you will see it says cross-origin resource sharing. So this is actually because we have this web API, the server part is running actually on one server, and this web page is hosted by another server. Now we are running everything inside the same computer, so you think, what's the problem? But you have to think that these are actually running on two different servers when they are running for real, so to speak. So that's why we have this. The server is running on its own port and so on. So it's running like on different servers. So this is something we need to take care of. So there's a lot of information about it. We have this docs part from Microsoft telling you about it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to open up the course thing in our web API. So we're going to go to this web API here. And we're going to do some changes in the startup. You see the startup file. So we will add that the course thing is possible. So it's because they are on different servers, they cannot talk to each other. So I'm going to add something here in the services part, telling services. And I'm going to tell add course. It will, I will set some settings also. And it could be written like this, option, using some lambda expression. We're going to do some code inside here. So we could say like options, add, no. Name that one. Add default policy. There are a lot of settings. You can read it all about these settings in the link we had. I was showing you right now, but I'm just going to open up so we have no limitations of the course. The settings with course it's possible to fine tune it and just allow separate parts and so on. But I'm going to open up the course things, the course policy totally on this server. So I'm going to add the default policy, and I'm going to do another lambda expression here. And I'm going to say builder with regions. I'm allowing them all with this star sign. I'm allowing any header. This is information that is coming from the client. So remember we added some header information in the Postman, for example. So this is any method. I think this is the part that will cover it. Hope I all the parentheses in place. We could split that a little bit more so we can see. Opening up the course things. So we could run anything from the client against this server now. And remember that these things could be tweaked and tuned and changed, so they are just adapted for your purpose. So, but you will find a lot of information about that in the link we have. So I'm just opening this up so we can use it. So this is just setting the configuration, and I need to use it also. So we have this part down here with the configuration here where I could say app use course. The first section is just setting up the configuration, and then the second one is telling us to use it. So now we open up the server. So hopefully I'm going to do a close here and save. Start up this one again. Yeah, it's opening up the Swagger page. Well, that's a good way to see that it's starting up correctly. Yes. Go back to our code again with this part here, and hopefully we had my cars here. And if I do a reload now, I hope it will try to connect to the server. Oh, yes, it's working actually. You see, we get Opel Ascona from 1976. The page is so beautiful as it could be when I have been doing it. You maybe could try to fix it, making it a little bit nicer. So this is actually working now. So, and you will see with the Swagger also, and this this Postman and this get that this is the same information. The car with ID number 2 and what we have in our page. So this is connecting to the server, the web API, and it's getting us the data to our web page. So that was the get part. So now we only have these other crude functions left. Oh, the get was the easy one. No, the other ones are not so difficult either. So if we go back to our code again, we try to add the other functionality also. So we had the get. If we want to use the add also, then you know that we have add. We have a function for adding a car. Add car. Here we have it. Excuse me. So we're going to change this a little bit. Sorry for that. So you see now we are adding things directly to the array, cars array. we're not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to comment this away so you see what the old code was. Because I don't want to add it directly to the cars array. I want to add it to the web API. And then after it's added to the web API, it sends up in the database. And after that I do another call to get the refresh data from the server. So load my cars will not be used either here. So I'm going to call just another function here. This could be made directly, but I want to show you where the change is happening. So that's why I'm not. Where did my end of this? Yeah, like that. So I'm going to call another function inside here. And I'm going to call, I'm going to create one. Or to API, for example. And I'm going to send an object into it. And that object will look like this. Brand is equals to brand.value. And you see that I'm using the same. I actually have the object data inside here already. So I'm doing the same actually. Model is equals to model.value. So these are the parameters I want to pass to the API when creating the data. Years is equals to year dot. So like this. So I'm going to create this new function here. You see that I could have made everything in the add car or directly, but I'm just separating it so you see what's happening compared to the previous version. So I have this add car to API that I want to create. And this is taking a car object as an input. So this is actually the car object. We're going to do some things inside here. And what do you think we're going to do inside here? Yes, we're going to use jQuery. And we're going to do the Ajax thing here. So we're going to connect to this server again. And you will see that we are using the same things again, saying that the URL is equals to the URI. It's still the same. We're going to say that the type is equals to post time. We were having a get last time, now it's a post. And we're going to say we have this header information that the content type is equals to application/JSON. This is exactly the same as we had in the Postman. You did see the if you see the Postman here with this post thing, I think we have yeah, we have this one. I don't know why we have two there, but you see that this is the content type is the application/JSON. So we are adding like header information that we are sending. But that's because the server knows what we are doing. So we have the content type equals to application JSON then. And we are sending some data to it also. And the data is actually, you could think that it's the car. It's the car that we're sending in here, but we need to manipulate it a little bit. So we're going to do it to a JSON object by this stringify command. Oh, I made it type it. So this is JSON stringify car. So this is so it's coming in the correct format to the server. This is a JavaScript object I have inside here, and I'm making it to a JSON object. So this is the main part. So we still have the success. If everything is okay, we do something. And this we could call a function again. Not the 9. And this is actually, we've just been passing data to the server. And if it's okay, we're just gonna call for get cars. We're gonna get the cars afterwards. And the error, we could have the error also here. We could do the same with the error that we did on the last one. Maybe I could just copy the code for that. Where did it end up? Am I stupid or what? Oh, don't say anything. Yeah, here it is. So this was the error part. Yeah, so this is just, if something goes wrong, we end up here and we go into the handle exception, the same as the other one. So it should just pop up with an alert message on the screens. But otherwise, if everything is okay when we are posted this data, we go to the get cars. And you see the get cars is actually the other call that we made. So first we make one call to send data to the server, and then we make another call to get data from the server. By doing it this way, we get the latest data all the time. Otherwise, we could have it like try to track what's new and so on in our JavaScript and build up our array. But we're making it easy, just getting the latest from the server all the time. We are using just pure JavaScript and some jQuery. There are other things like other libraries, JavaScript libraries that could help you to hold like model information and data information. So it's doing the communication for you also, but that's like third-party things. So this is more like pure basic things. So I'm talking too much again here. We actually did this. So I think we have the possibility to add a new car actually with the code we made. So the add button here ends up in the add car. And before we were adding the data to the array right away and doing the load my cars thing. But this time we're passing the data we have to another function, add car to API. And this function is connecting to the web server, to the API, and using jQuery and Ajax. And we are saying what URL to use, what type, what content type, and what the data to send. And if everything is okay, we go for get cars. And get cars is connecting to the server again. We just follow the flow here, and when it's done, the get cars, it goes to populate cars. And the populate cars sets the array and runs the load my cars thing. So this is like a circle, it's going round and round. But it ends up finally just to build the data that are presented in the list here. So if I try to add this Volvo 244 GL from 1980, it hopefully takes a trip to the server and adds it, comes back like it's okay, and then do another run to the server and get all the cars. And we present all the cars in the list. So let's try it. I press add here. And you see, it was pretty fast here. So it's actually having a car already here. So now it's meaning that we have 2 cars in the database. We could check it with a Postman also, just to see that it's giving us the same information. It didn't work at all. Oh, sorry, I was doing a post. Sorry for that. Maybe now we have 3 cars. Yeah, we have 3 cars in the list. That could happen to the best also. So if we do a refresh here, maybe you will see that we have 3 cars now. Oh, that's no problem. It's working still. So, but we do see that we have 2 Opel Asconas from 1976. So we need to edit that one or delete that one. But we could add the functionality to our application to do that. So why not go on with that? So we could go for the update then. So to see what's needed for the update. What do we have for the update today? We have delete, we have edit. So when we press edit, we are popping up values up here. So we make some changes here also. So we're going to do this, we're going to add what we're missing now. We don't have the ID. So when I press edit here, I want the ID to follow up here also. Right now, it's just, if you see if I press in like this Ascona here, it's just popping up with the Ascona things here, but it has not the ID. So I'm going to add that also, that part. And we have the edit code here that is doing that. So we could just go for using some JavaScript here, JavaScript jQuery also. And we could, where is that sign now? Yeah, and we're going to go for this car ID. What was the name I added for it? And tell that the value is equal. Let's try it. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, and now you see we get the ID up here also. So it's taking the correct data now. So this is, and you see when we directly I do the edit, we get another button here with the update. So this is ready for changing the things inside here. So we need to change the code actually that the update button is using, which is this function. And you see that we are not going to insert the data in directly to the array. So we're going to take this away, just comment it away. We're going to save this functionality that is toggling the button information. Load my cars, it's not necessary to use anymore. We're going to do another call to the server, but we're going to do it with another function. So we're going to call it update car to, yeah. These are my bad. Always ends up with some bad naming. And I want to add some an object. We were doing it with this. Where did I do it? Here. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to need ID also. So we're going to use the. Yeah, I see I'm missing something here. I'm going to tell that the ID is equals to equals to, I'm going to take another input actually. Yeah. So I need to have it inside here also. So I take the car update. So maybe I need to add it somewhere. Let's have a look. No, I think maybe, do I already have everything? I'm talking to myself, so if you're wondering what I'm doing. Yeah, because I already have this. I have this car ID, I think. I'm a little lost in my notes here. This. Yeah, maybe we have the value already. Update car. We need to check the code that is calling this update car. Update car, we have it here in the top. Yeah, you see that we need to add this car ID. We have it like in the input already, so we just need to pass in this car. So remember, this could be done in so many different ways, so it's not. But I need to pass the ID to make it work with updates. So because we're using the ID on the server. So back to this part now. So we are here now, and we want to create this update car API function, and it's passing this data to it like an object. So we're going to add this. Could add this function down here then. And call it update car to API. And we're going to take this car object inside. I haven't checked the chat. Maybe I missed tons of questions. I'm going to take a look on the chat here. Oh, it's completely empty. It's too easy for you. Maybe we need to step up this 100 steps. So I will try to update. And I'm going to use the same approach as before with the jQuery $, $, Ajax, and we will do the URL. But at this time, the URL will be a little bit different. The URL will not be only the URI. We're going to set some more information, because you remember with the Postman thing with this update, you see that we are sending in the ID of the object we're updating in the URL. You see the number 3 there, and plus the object we're also sending in JSON format. So we need to do this thing. We need to add some information to the URL. And this could be done like just adding this information, adding a slash here, and plus the car ID. So this will add some information just to the URL, and it will be correct. And doing some type here, and this time it's a put. Remember here, it's a put with an update. So we need to have the correct information also here. And what else? We have some other settings also, the content type. Content type is equals to this application JSON slash JSON, no, not 7JSON, slash JSON. And we gonna do some data also, same like the post had. We need to make it to a JSON format also. So do with this thingify thing and taking the car object. And we will have too much popping up here. We will have this success. And this is just doing nothing at all, I would say, but not doing that much. If it's okay, we get all the cars again. And we have the error history also here. Try to find it somehow. I cannot, yeah, there it is. I'm spreading the code everywhere. It's impossible to find it. So the error is the same all the time. So it's just, if it's error, go to the handle exception function and pop up a message. So the difference now is that we have been adding this card ID. Where did that come from? It's a car ID. So we're taking this constant with the URL, and we're adding the slash and ID of the car. So this is the way the server wants it. So we just do it. And we add the object, car object, also to the data part as a JSON string. So we could try it actually if this one is working. So let's see where my page is. Yeah, we have my cars here. So this was good that I made a duplicate of this. So I want to change this with ID number 5. I want to change the year on that one to 78. And I'm going to do the update. So hopefully we have going to the server and doing the update. And the next thing, it will go do the get cars and do another round to the server to get all the data. So what we will hopefully see now with the update is that this number from 1976 is changing to 78. So let's try it. Yeah, and it was done right away. So update is also working. Great. So now we only have the delete part left. So where is the delete button going? It's too much code. Maybe I could use this section. Yeah, this was a great feature. So I could go for the delete car. This is the same you have in, or almost the same as you have in the normal Visual Studio. I have in the top below the tab. You could press the links to find the functions. So this one what do we want to take from this one, or what do we want to still use? I'm checking my notes here. Yeah, we're going to use the index position is, we will have that part still. But the splice history from the array, we're not going to use, and the load my cars, we're not going to use. We're going to add some more text here. Instead of this code, we want to have the ID from this. Let ID be equals to cars. The cars index is correct in this moment, so the cars array, so we could use it. So with the help of index, we could find the object. And we have with this, we get the object, and finally we get the ID of that. So cars array, what position is you get 0, 1, or 2 in this case, and then you get the correct object from these lines, and from that you get the ID. And we're going to call another function here, delete. We're going to call it delete car from API. Something like that. So now we need to create this delete function here. I do it here, function delete. I was hoping to get this, yeah, from Visual Studio here. And the delete here now is, yeah, we need to send in some information also, of course. We're going to send the ID, of course. But this will take the ID. So that's the reason why we're taking this IDO, is to know which car to delete. And this one will do the same again with the Ajax thing, jQuery. Dollars sign here, do the Ajax. And we're going to do the code part. And as always, URL, it's equals to what? URI plus, this one is also requiring the same as the update. It needs the ID in the URL. Plus ID. No, it's not done yet. I was just going to show you the delete. So we check in the Postman here with the delete, you will see that we are sending the ID inside the URL. We're not adding any object at all, so that is not needed. So it's just the URL that needs to be used. And the type, you could guess it already now, I think. Delete. And actually, we're not passing in anything more. So we could have a success right away here. And doing the same things as we were doing up here. So why is that? Yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm going to copy this one. So the success is just getting the cars, and then we have the error that it's the same all the time. So this will hopefully do the work for us. So let's see what it's doing. We're taking out the index. That is just the position on the road, on the row first of all. So we get this position where it is. And with help of this index, we could access the car object. And from the car object, we will get the ID. And remember, there are so many ways to solve this. So this is just showing you one way. Let's try it also and see if it's working. We could remove maybe this last Opel with ID number 5. Just press delete here, and you see it's gone. So it's been to the server, deleting it, and been to the server again just to get all the cars. So if we double check in the code, we could see it in our data also, how many cars we have. I'm going to do a refresh here. And you see we have 2 cars, and these are the cars we are seeing in our HTML page also. Do we have any questions on this? Or are you still there?
Yes.
Yes.
We are here.
Perfect. What do you think? Any questions? Easy to use, difficult, medium?
Medium.
Medium. That's great. So I take that for a
One thing actually regarding the error handling. In this case, the error will detect automatically what type of error is this?
It's getting the error information from the jQuery call, from the Ajax call. So this is generating some error messages.
Okay.
So that is the message you will be showing. So M. Laden is asking, can we create final projects with Razor Pages and Core 6? Yes, you could do that. We're going to start with MVC on Monday, and MVC will have Razor, a part of that. So, and I was thinking that we should move on to maybe the Core .NET Course version 6. But that means you need to upgrade the Visual Studio to 2022. So I haven't decided yet. You could do it if you want to, so that's no problem. But I was thinking if I should do it or not. I will think until Monday. Do we have any more questions?
No, Matt, it was clear.
It was perfect. Yeah.
Just a question regarding the updates. I have a very old, slow computer. Even if you upgrade to the new version, is it okay to stay on the 2019 for me?
Yes, it's okay. Yeah.
Because normally a Microsoft update, I don't trust them.
Yeah, it's maybe. Yeah, I could also maybe you shouldn't be the first one to upgrade when something new is coming. Maybe wait for a while to see that it's working. So that's what I'm thinking also with the 2022. If I should upgrade now or later on. So, but I know a few of you are already using it, so it should work. So it's and we are not doing that advanced things either. So it should work. But most likely it's taking more space on your hard drive, and it's requiring maybe more memory also for using the RAM memory. So that's the normal procedure. It's wanting more and more. So if you have a really slow computer, maybe I haven't tested yet, but most likely the new version is taking a little bit more. So if you have a slow computer, maybe it's better to stick with 2019.
So it would be okay for the final project to.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks.
So any more questions? We're gonna do the same thing with the JavaScript way and using the fetch after lunch. So this will be a quicker session, so it's not taking that much time as this one. So if you don't have any questions, see you at 1 o'clock again.
See ya. Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.